Hello, guys. I'm in California, beautiful, sunny California. A state like no other. This State of the Union is like it's like an engine. It's like an economical engine, and also a cultural engine. And they, in my opinion, they have a duty to promote the not just the population, but the state of the union, and to promote the union, the federal union, the United States of America. But that is not what they're promoting here in California. Somehow they have been hijacked, and it seems like the Europeans what they doing all these. Let me explain to you. I just pick up on the radio, what they call the Christian radio. Now they have this on the low band, around the 880s, and in between 80 and 90 on the FAM band. They have something that's called Christian radios all over the United States of America. Right into the same spectrum is NPR and London. The English. Check this out. They call themselves evangelicals. So this evangelical guy was saying that he supported Mr. Trump, and God supported Mr. Trump. God supported Mr. Trump because Hillary Clinton was a danger for the movement of evangelicals, and they actually how can I say succeeded at what they were trying to do, and that was promote the evangelical movement. Remember, we no longer talking about a religion. We are no longer talking about God. These people, these Protestants, are a political movement since the Spaniard fellow, the Habsburg king, went after them. Yeah, back then with Martin Luther. No Martin Luther King Jr. No, Martin Luther, the German Martin Luther. By the way, he was no German at the time because Germany was not founded back at that time. So not to confuse you, because I know your little mind is so small. The fellow on the radio, on the Christian radio, say that Mr. Trump has been a supporter of the evangelicals because Mr. Trump, right, is supporting Israel. He has been supporting Israel, and because Mr. Trump has taken all these regulations, and because Mr. Trump sits out there and talk to Christians, But there is something very significant. Then this preacher is not telling you. He's not telling you that Mr. Trump and the Clintons has been friends and allies for years, for an eternity. They did not tell you they're all from the same little clan up there in New York City. They don't tell you that Mr. Trump, he has no clue what a Christian truly is. Neither that preacher that is talking to you. And Israel is not the United States of America. And they do not tell you the Trumps have married into Israeli money. That is why he's supporting the Israelis. That is why he got his son-in-law, a guy from Israel, in the White House, in your White House, in my White House, defending their interest. So that preacher is defending somebody else's interest, not yours. I'm gonna defend your interest, and this is how I'm going to tell you. If you are a Christian, it's only one way to be a Christian, and it's not to follow a movement. Like evangelicals, I am an evangelical now. I am. You already assign you an identity. Now you are no longer a true Christian. Now you're an identity created for you and sold to you on the radio. And you grab it. And now I'm telling you, you are an idiot, and you probably will defend it. You don't even pay attention to what I'm saying to you. I'm going to tell you what a real Christian is. Go to a little section on the Bible that is called the Creed, the Nicea Creed, o el primer economic of Nicea. That means the first economical, basically is a get together. It's a get together where they create the guidance to humanity, or what the institution of Christianity was and is, because it haven't changed. It's still here. And this creed have changed through the years for a reason, and that is to occupy who we are, what we believe in. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know what a creed is, a Christian creed is, that means that you are not a Christian. Right now, you are not. I don't care if you go to church every weekend. You have to understand this. You have to understand that Christianity is written on a piece of paper. It's called the Bible. If you don't believe what is on the Bible, and you do not study what is on the Bible, you are not a Christian. You're something else that you're making on your own mind. So go and study the Nicea's Creed, the Creed of Nicea, and it was created by the first council, first economical council in Nicea, in today's Turkey, and was the Caesar. I'm driving, so I have to pay attention. It was Caesar. Let me see, because there's too many people here too close to me. I get terrified when people get close to me. Constantine the Great got everyone together. All these geniuses, they wanted to divide the church, like Arios. Yes, the Aryan nation, the Arios. By the way, my family always been Aryan Christian, so we actually Arians, or Aryans. Not to be confused with the crazy Germans. They call them Ions. That's something else. So they got them all together and say, hey, listen, this church, this institution that we created right now is a Roman institution, and it's designed to unite all the Roman people. And we cannot have this division out here, so go ahead and get everyone together, and we're going to put them on a piece of paper, and we're going to call it a Bible, and we're going to write down on a piece of paper what we believe in. And on that creed, somewhere in the middle, go and read it, it say, we believe in the Holy Roman Catholic Church. Roman Church. Roman Catholic if you don't believe in the Roman Catholic Church, you are not a Christian. And that is the reason that they do not teach that in Protestant churches, because they don't want you to be a Roman. They want you to be something else. And that is the key. That is why the guy on the radio is confusing you. That is why he's telling you the Israelites, a country that we created in 1948, because no doubt about it, without the United States of America, Israel will not exist. It is as simple as that, because the British did not want Israel to exist. No the French, no the Spaniards, no nobody. Because they knew that if Israel will take hold, he will be held to pay. And that is exactly what happened. He was held to pay and still held to pay. Because they are right here in the White House, they are here on the radio dividing us to protect a new state. And this is political. This has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with the Israelites. It has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with politics. I have Jewish friends. It's a matter of fact that I am in somewhat a descendant of Jews, Sephardites of the Iberian Peninsula. The same is Ted Cruz. The same is anybody with this kind of the names. What we're talking about here is the division of the United States of America by color coding, by these created human races, by political divisions like right wing, left wing, up wing, down wing, liberal, conservative. There is no difference in between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Zero differences. Zero. There is no differences. These people hang out together and going to party together, and they went to each other's marriage, and they hug each other and buddies until they decided the one wanted to obtain power from the other. That is how these wealthy people advance themselves. They know how to cooperate. So when I give you so-called a dangerous, my monologue is so dangerous and it's so radical, you guys do not cooperate with me because you are not rich. You're just followers. You're just the monkey pot. So that is why I am dangerous and radical. It's because I am trying to take you from that leadership. They enslave you. And if you listen to me, they will lose control. It's just simple as that. And the control will go to the greatest institution of the Western world and the Eastern world. Because make no mistake, the Greek Orthodox Church is also a Roman church. And all these Eastern churches are Roman churches. And all these Western churches, like the Roman Catholic Church, are Western churches. They're all Roman churches. And that is what they don't want you to know. You are a Roman. And not only you are a Roman, the Romans created the United States of America. I forget the name of this university, Oxford or University, in Britannia, in the United Kingdom, in England, in London, I think it is. There is a symbol. It's a symbol of the university. It's a lion with a facets in his mouth, biting the facets. And that is exactly what symbolizes the English are here to consume you to devour you. Because if you go to the capital of the United States of America, you're going to see the same symbol, the same facets protecting the United States of America. Don't believe me? Go out there and look at the symbols. Go out there, turn your TV on CNN, or go to Wikipedia page, or any other information technology paid by probably the English and the Europeans. Go and see that your symbols are Roman symbols. And the symbols in Britannia are showing that they are there to devour you. You are not evangelicals. Take that out of your head. That is something they are assigned to you, and you are not smart enough to see it. When you go to a church, an evangelical church, that is not a Roman church, and you bow your head onto that preacher there just preaching you crap like Mr. Trump, he's the right one. A guy who goes around and buy women and he openly tell you, oh man, I touched a woman's pussy down on that freaking bus, man, that was good, and she didn't say nothing. They won't say nothing. And you call yourself evangelical? You call yourself a Christian? No, you are not a Christian. I am a Christian. I believe in the La Trinidad. So go out there and check it out. Don't believe in my rant. Go out there and look at your symbols on the House of Representatives. Look at those facets, and then go and look at the symbols in the universities in England, and you're going to see that lion devouring you symbols. Believe in the creed of the Romans. And guys like you, like Ted Cruz, they're running around, I'm a Christian, I'm an evangelical. No, you're not. Your father, a preacher, he is dividing us. He needs to turn around and become what he really is, a Roman, the same as you. Just protect you, civilization, protect your identity. Very important for us to have the correct identity. Once we lose the correct identity, we doomed. We are doomed. My mustache keep growing, so hopefully you enjoy it. Saludos.